Welcome into the First Word presented by Dr. Pepper here from the Star in Frisco. Following quite possibly the most impressive Cowboys win of 2021 as the Dallas Cowboys celebrate their NFC East title in good fashion. 56-14, the final score over the Washington football team in front of a national audience on Sunday Night Football. Alongside Nate Newton, Isaiah Steinbeck, I'm Kyle Yeomans, and guys, 56-14, offense got in on it. Defense had a touchdown. How about the special teams with the block punt, Corey Clement coming over the top, the block it, Chauncey Golston on the recovery. I mean, this was as complete of a game as we've seen in quite some time, Nate.
Definitely. It was the ultimate game up until this point. You know, we needed for our quarterback to bounce back, and he came back with a vengeance, man. He was, and my receivers. I criticized y'all before the game. We got the ball to Coop often early. All of a sudden, my man CeeDee Lamb cannot drop a ball, but just making plays after plays. I love it. Just a statistical a montage of plays.
I'm pretty sure that everybody made a play out there aside from the three of us. I think we're the only three that didn't make a play out there today.
And we were next up in line for that.
I'm with you. I was ready. I was ready to go to the game. But no, these guys had an amazing game. It was a whole team effort. Everybody out there did their job. The most impressive thing that I like to see today was Dak getting his swag back. I said it in the pregame show that he needed to get this ground game going so that he can run his play action. Run the ball, play action. You guys see majority of the passes that came off tonight were all off of play action. He did a great job stepping up in the pocket with confidence. He did a great job utilizing his feet when he needed to move the chains. And then defensively, they continue doing what they've been doing for the last 6 to 7 weeks.
Well, let's start with Dak Prescott in that offense. 28 of 39 for 330 yards and 4 touchdowns. 321 of those yards came in the first half. So up 42-7 at halftime. The way the offense clicked today, Nate, is really what Cowboys Nation has been waiting for. How did they get back to that?
Just, it started, I think my man Isaiah spoke on that early in the pregame show about getting back to running the game, to the running game, making sure things are right. And then the play action pass started to click, man. And when Dak completed them first early passes, we knew things was rolling. Hey, I think they're back.
Yeah, I mean, Nate just said it. They needed to get Dak in a form of consistency, some confidence. They did a lot of no huddle today just to keep the tempo up. I think they really just took a lot of pressure off of him in terms of making him sit back in the pocket. He likes to be on the move but remain in the pocket. He doesn't like to get out the pocket necessarily, but play action, allow him to move his feet, step up with some momentum. That's everything that Dak needed. And he had everybody and their mama wanted to make a play for him today, so that helps as well.
Cowboys had 5 different receivers that tallied over 50 yards through the air. So with that being said, Amari Cooper earlier in the week pretty frustrated with the way that the offense had been playing, wanted to get him the football, and Isaiah, they wasted no time getting it out to Amari Cooper. First play from scrimmage, it was a screen out to the right. He was there, and of course he ended up being the leading receiver. 7 receptions, 85 yards, and a touchdown right at the end of that first half. Was getting Amari Cooper one of those big keys early on, getting him going, what helped this offense click?
I think you want to get your playmaker the ball, and that's one of the things that I think that the offensive coordinator has been struggling with. Kellen Moore has not gotten his number one playmaker, which is Amari Cooper, the ball early, and he complained about it. He was very vocal about it, made it public. And what happened? I think in the first drive or maybe the first quarter, he got 4 balls directly to him. So they force-fed him, and that's what you need to do. And everybody else responded offensively. When you see your number one guy out there making plays, all of a sudden you want to contribute as well.
It's 2 guys out on that field that can force coverage. That's Ezekiel when he's healthy, and that's Amari Cooper when he's out wide and they're force feeding. You either going to know about where the safety at or you're going to know where the outside linebacker at. That makes it easier to read. Now you got your 3rd and 4th guys on the rest of the receivers, and it can't be handled. They cannot be handled by 3rd and 4th cornerback, excuse me.
Now flipping to the defensive side of the football, they continued their hot streak. Now they didn't get the 4 takeaways. However, they had another defensive touchdown. DeMarcus Lawrence with an interception, a sack, and, of course, he took that interception back for 6. The pick 6 from DeMarcus Lawrence all the way from right around midfield. He took it to the house. Then Micah Parsons ends up with a sack. Trayvon Diggs took the first play offensively from the Washington football team and had his 11th interception. So everybody getting in on the action there. How good was the defense in your eyes today?
It never stopped. Kyle has never stopped from the last 4 games. This is what they do. They open up the game. They don't wait on the offense to make plays. They go out and make plays, and they're all hungry. They say stop the run early, force you to pass, or the offense get a lead, and it makes you panic, and all of a sudden you got these sharks coming at you, man, from every angle, man. Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Gregory, the beat goes on Basham. Everybody's trying to get on. I think Jerron Kearse got in on it today. So everybody's getting in on it, man. They're playing sound defense right now.
Nate, this was bully ball. They were straight bullies out here, and there's no other way to say it. Everybody was dominant on that side of the ball. The defensive line continued to take advantage of this hurt offensive line of the Washington football team. These guys were very short in terms of their depth, and the defensive line took advantage. Michael Parsons continued to take advantage of offensive guards. The linebackers played well. Even Van Der Esch got a little, I don't know if I saw a wolf in there, all right, but I saw a couple barks. And then the secondary continued to take advantage. Trayvon Diggs, obviously, when the ball comes his way, he takes it away, takes it out the air. He shut down McLaurin again today. I think he had 3 receptions or maybe 40 yards, somewhere around there. Listen, I don't know what else you could really ask for except for continuing.
Yeah, 3 receptions, 40 yards, exactly on the money from Isaiah Stanback, much like it was exactly on the money from Trayvon Diggs again today. Now, how much credit does the defense get in a win like this? Because everyone's going to look at the stat line from the offense. They're going to see the 56 points up on the board, but it was the defense after really a very poor opening drive from the Cowboys offense that reset the tone. It really, the Cowboys got the football first, got 1 first down, and then very ugly got sent off the field on a 3rd down trick play from Cedric Wilson to Amari Cooper. And then the next play was the pick from Trayvon Diggs. So how much credit does the defense get for setting that tone early on?
They are the tone setters now. We agreed upon that, I think, wholeheartedly last week. They are the tone setters. Those are the guys that bring the energy to the team, the DeMarcus Lawrence of the world, the Parsons of the world. They bring it, and then when you got the nerve to try to take Diggs deep, it did not happen. And when they set the tone like that, man, everybody's follows, man. It's just a hungry situation.
Yeah, that's facts. I mean, we rely on this team defensively to set the tone. You look forward to the next big play. I remember there was a time when you looked on the offensive side of the ball, it was like, who's going to make the next big play? Now it's the defense. Is it going to be Micah Parsons? Is it going to be D-Law? Is it going to be Gregory? Is it going to be, I don't even know, Diggs in the back? At every level, you're waiting to see who's going to make the next big play. You're just waiting for the quarterback to throw the ball in the air or not.
And now that kind of that kind of confidence is going back to the offense, much like it was early in the season. If both of them click, now you've seen how it can turn out for an opponent in Washington. Unfortunately for them, we're on the bad side of that today as the Cowboys take down the Washington football team 56-14. We leave you with some final stats as we wrap up on the first word. Be sure to tune in to Cowboys Game Night coming up at 11 o'clock Central Time. But for Isaiah Stanback, Nate Newton, I'm Kyle Yeomans. Cowboys win it 56-14. Thanks for joining us on the first word presented by Dr. Pepper.